at a certain point in my life, I developed like social anxiety. Kayak I cannot socialize at all with people.
Hey folks, welcome back on Kianas Mawinata Talks, and as always, I'm your host, Kianas Mawinata. Untuk tamu hari ini, my first guest, well, my only guest juga sih, kan tamu kita cuma satu hari ini, adalah seorang actress, dia juga seorang singer-songwriter, dancer, dan baru-baru ini menjalankan sebuah program baru yang namanya I Exist. Untuk itu, please welcome Lily Latisha. Hi Lily, thank you for joining me today. Apa kabar?
Baik, halo Keanu. Thank you for having me. Apa kabar juga?
Alhamdulillah sehat juga. Jarang loh bisa ngelihat someone my age yang seumuran sama Keanu ini, walaupun ada pandemi tetap bisa berkarya, tetap selalu ada kegiatan-kegiatan terus. Lily sekarang kesibukannya lagi apa nih? Kayaknya di Instagram sering banget tuh ngepost hampir setiap hari.
Aku baru selesai syuting campaign video aku buat programnya aku. Jadi sekarang lagi rekam. Abis ini sih aku mau rekam lagu baru aku untuk kayak test drive juga. So we'll see how it goes. Tapi sekarang lumayan padat sih schedule aku.
Well, obviously kan hampir semua orang tahu kamu dari film Kelari ke Pantai, lalu juga sebagai dancer, terus juga sebagai actress. Tapi yang what I just find out recently ini, baru-baru ini, ternyata waktu itu sebelum COVID, Lily pernah terpilih ya ikutan Indonesia Menuju Broadway ya? Ke New York waktu itu.
Jadi waktu itu aku ikut audisi Indonesia Menuju Broadway, dan itu sebenarnya jujur aku nggak kepikir bisa terpilih karena dulu teater career aku itu nggak bagus banget, atau kayak aku dulu juga nggak tahu kalau aku bisa nyanyi atau acting sih, cuma tahu acting itu ya udah bisa film, tapi nggak pernah bisa kayak teater kan. Jadi udah aku audisi aja, siapa tahu aku bisa masuk ke 70 besar. Abis itu kan dari dulu aku sebenarnya mimpinya emang untuk perform on Broadway, karena awalnya aku lebih suka manggung daripada cuma acting on camera gitu kan. Jadi why not join? I might like the experience. This is my dream gitu kan. Jadi yaudahlah, let's find out. And then I got the scholarship untuk ke New York, and I studied in New York for like I think 2 weeks kalau nggak salah.
Waktu itu ada 13 peserta kan ya, jadi dari Indonesia tuh ada perwakilan, salah satu Kak Galabi waktu itu yang pernah main teater bareng di musikal Sherina kan ya?
Iya, aku waktu itu juga pernah kerja sama Kak Galabi di Bawang Merah Bawang Putih musical film itu.
You're basically living my dream tau, karena dulu tuh dari kelas 2 SD, ya jujur, beneran, seriously. Aku suka banget sama yang namanya Broadway. You name it, Phantom of the Opera, West Side Story lah, mau Cats, waktu itu aku baru nonton Cats awal tahun 2020, dan my all time favorite The Sound of Music. So basically bener-bener kayak nginterview seseorang yang emang kepingin banget, dan dulu aku emang sering banget ikut-ikutan teater juga, tapi ya makin kesini it turns out that itu bukan my top priority untuk saat ini. Anyway, jadi Februari kemarin Lily baru ngeluarin sebuah single baru, debut baru namanya Float ya?
Iya, yes, benar. Itu yang single pertama aku dengan kolaborasi sama Ditto Music. Ditto Music itu adalah musik distributor yang dari UK. So aku kerjasama dengan headquartersnya yang di Philippines. Jadi that was kind of like my first big deal single gitu. So I'm glad that I got very much good response on that.
Lily kerjasamanya internasional semua ya, bukan sama orang kan biasanya, bahkan yang orang dewasa ya, belum tentu yang anak-anak. Orang dewasa mungkin kerjasama sama yang sekitar-sekitar dulu. Ini Lily main Broadway langsung ke New York. Sekarang bikin musik kerjasamanya sama Ditto Music. What's next nih? Jangan-jangan nanti bisa-bisa langsung main film atau teater langsung dari US nih, jangan-jangan.
Amin. Tapi I think it's because majorly all my work itu kayak bahasa Inggris, except for my film sih. Filmnya waktu itu juga ada banyak bahasa Inggris deh.
Yeah,
tapi I think it's because I speak a lot of English, dan jadi kayak karya-karya aku lebih ke bahasa Inggris. That's why I'm like mostly working with international gitu.
Yeah, but damn, that hit me so hard tau lagu Float itu, karena rasa
Oh my gosh.
rejection, terus insecurities, itu sesuatu yang relatable banget ke banyak orang, including me. What inspires you sih kok bisa terpikirkan lagu kayak gitu? Dan Lila nulis sendiri lagunya atau kerjasama dibantuin nulisnya?
Jadi I wrote that song 100% by myself.
Wow.
Jadi basically I got inspired I think with my life story. Kayak my whole life I was always like kayak second choice basically. Kayak no matter what, kayak pokoknya I'm always different in everywhere I go, and if I want to fit in, I have to follow some rule like that. Kayak I have to either be quiet atau kayak like I said, sometimes people only want me kayak if I look like a certain weight or something, and I felt like very like as a teenager it feels really kayak very pressurizing. And apalagi this is just based on my life story, and I developed like at a certain point in my life I developed like social anxiety. Kayak I cannot socialize at all with people because people keep thinking that I'm like snobbish or kayak because waktu itu I think that's one of the problems is that I speak really good English, but my bahasa is kind of like kaku dan enggak. Apalagi dulu, I was so bad at it. I sound like Cinta Laura, and lots of people thought that I was too good for them. I was too good to speak Indonesian or something like that. And as a waktu itu, I think I was 9 years old. As a 9-year-old or 10-year-old, that hurt. Like the fact that just because I can't speak bahasa properly, you would like make all these accusations of me gitu. So I've always been keeping that, and so everywhere I go, I thought people would just hate me, and people will like think I'm weird or something. So at the end, waktu itu during quarantine kan, I don't really have a lot of things to do, so I'm just mostly spending time with my family and myself. So I have a lot of time untuk reflect and to understand like myself better. So at the end, I wrote Flawed because that's a really good way untuk heal. Ya, untuk healing sih lebih situ.
Itu bagus banget dan very 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 relatable kepada banyak orang. Karena a lot of people feels the same way juga. Kalau kamu kan mungkin karena dulu dibully bahasanya, tapi juga ada orang yang mungkin karena penampilannya atau mungkin suaranya. So itu emang lagu yang saat ini sangat cocok sekali untuk generasi kita dan terutama di saat-saat COVID seperti ini orang. Terus to top all of that yang tadi kamu juga udah bilang, sekarang kamu juga ngejalanin sebuah program yang namanya I Exist ya. Ini ada cuplikannya nih.
While you pack up to go to school, dreamed of ruling the world, some kids pack up to go to work. Pray to survive the day while their hopes and dreams are fading away. It's getting harder each day. Sometimes you see them on streets, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you might even wish you could be her while she hides a side of her you never really knew. So is this it for us? Is this what we'll be bringing to the future?
Sekarang kamu juga ngejalin suatu program. Buat teman-teman yang kurang tahu, yang belum tahu mengenai I Exist, sebenarnya apa sih I Exist itu?
Jadi I Exist itu is my program where I make art education available untuk the less privileged children. Jadi art education itu lebih ke art training. I feel like art is very accessible untuk orang lain. Kayak if you have like a paper and a pen, you can draw, you can paint. Tapi to have a skill yang takes you to a professional level, atau to have a skill yang can make a career out of art, it's expensive in Indonesia. These children that I work with, kayak anak yatim piatu, they don't have that opportunity. Nobody wants to give them like auditions. Nobody dare untuk work with them because they don't believe that they can do it. So as a person who has gone through a lot of things in life, I believe that actually they should have an opportunity where they can create a fairer life gitu. So I created I Exist so that I can bring people from the art industry untuk teach anak-anak ini so they can berkembang in arts. Why art education? Pasti banyak orang bakal bilang, kenapa sih nggak academics aja? Kenapa sih harus art? Art is like something that is to be considered kadang-kadang not important, padahal it's super duper important. Jadi art education itu bantu untuk kayak problem solving misalnya. It helps you untuk think of creative ways to solve problems. It helps you to get critical thinking and for you to have a very good focus karena when you're doing art, apalagi juga art education helps untuk children's mental health. Lots of people don't know that, but when you're doing something creative, it really helps you with anxiety, stress, and depression. And apalagi untuk anak-anak ini, they need to have that skill. They need to have skills yang bantu mereka to make it in life. So if nobody's gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it myself, you know.
Wow. Terus gimana tuh Lily, bisa mewujudkan hal tersebut, bikin proposal atau misalkan bikin suatu space buat anak-anak berkarya untuk belajar, gimana tuh teknisnya?
So basically awalnya itu, jadi awalnya I made like a pilot project dulu sih. Kemarin yang aku posting di Instagram tentang campaign videonya itu sebenarnya pilot project. Jadi this whole program itu sebenarnya untuk bantu build art corners atau tempat latihan buat anak-anak di yatim piatunya, so they can always learn and they can always train. And aku tinggal sebagai programnya, aku tinggal bring teachersnya atau volunteersnya. Jadi tapi untuk actually show people that this is doable and that this is possible, aku membuat kayak pilot project, dan itu aku bikin kayak workshop dulu dengan 6 anak yang dari yatim piatu Holy Angel dan juga Kasih Bakti Mandiri. Dan I made like a workshop, basically me mentoring mereka on how to sing, how to dance, and how to act. And I brought my friends yang painters, then I help them, mereka bantu untuk kayak kasih tahu basicsnya. Tapi I also told them about kayak seeing problems right now, kayak issues sekarang di dunia ini, kayak misalnya anak-anak yang kerja di jalanan. That's actually a huge problem because waktu itu I found out that the children yang misalnya manusia silver itu pakai cooking oil dan juga paint yang untuk rumah, and they mix it and then they spread it all over their body, and then mereka walk under the sun, therefore cooking their skin. So that's such a huge problem that nobody knows. And as a person who cares about children, aku bantu share infonya kepada anak-anak yang aku bekerja sama. And I asked them to look at it at a different perspective, not as a perspective yang aduh kasihan doang, tapi as in a perspective yang they live through it misalnya. And I think that's one thing that only art can do. Yeah. So I do that for the children, and also at the end I also introduce them to kayak filming.
Ya, jadi emang teman-teman yang mau ngebantu bisa juga langsung ke kitabisa.com. It's for a very good cause. Karena emang sebenarnya di Indonesia tuh masih cukup kurang ya, karena budaya Indonesia tuh banyak, tapi tempat untuk ngelakuinnya tuh sedikit. Katakan adalah beberapa gor-gor atau ya gelanggang olahraga ya, tapi juga kadang suka ada teaternya di Bulungan tuh ada. Tapi itu pun juga aksesnya pun juga susah, hanya beberapa saja yang bisa dapat akses ke hal-hal tersebut, karena harus mereka itu ikutan suatu theater club atau ada ikatan-ikatannya, dan itu kan juga mungkin mereka ada yang bayar atau juga ada pemilihannya yang susah ya, yang nggak semua orang bisa dapat. Thank you so much Lily for sharing with me hari ini. Terus before we say goodbye, Lily katanya mau nyanyiin sebuah lagu ya?
Iya. Love go, 'cause I just don't see the girl I used to know. Oh, I'm so scared if I make a mistake. Should I hide the truth? Do I hide the pain? Yeah, I messed up in many ways, 'cause people always say I have to change my ways. Never happy with myself, 'cause I can't compete, and it's hard to breathe. Everybody just stop, please. Oh, it hurts so much. Everybody don't judge me. Oh, I'm crying all because I'm drowning, can't come back up. I'm shattered in the dark, screaming 6 feet under. It's funny how I try to hide all my demons, while smiling and pretending I'm someone I'm exhausted, so tired, I can't love what's within it. Am I skinny? Am I fat? Will I ever fit in? Will I ever find myself like this? No. And I know it sounds stupid to hate what I see. Can you blame me? I'm flawed, imperfect, that's me. Oh God, what the hell's wrong with me? 'Cause people always say I have to change my ways, never happy with myself, 'cause I can't compete. And it's hard to breathe, everybody just stop, please. Oh, it hurts so much, everybody don't judge me. Oh, I'm crying all because I'm drowning, can't come back up. I'm shattered in the dark, screaming 6 feet under. It's funny how I try to hide all my demons while smiling and pretending I'm someone else. Ooh, ooh, young, dumb, sensitive kid, too dramatic, too stubborn, yeah, that's what they see. I just smile and say, thank you, okay, and when I'm all alone, I crumble away. I'm just hoping, wishing someone would see I'm not fine, I'm breaking here. Remember that kid was confident, funny, don't care what they see, and if she were here right now, she would whisper to me, oh, you don't have to change a single thing. It's your choice. If you're happy with yourself, then be proud of it. And I know it's hard when everybody won't start this, but you're strong, so you would walk past through this.
Give it up for Lily Latisha. Float is now available in all streaming music platform dan juga YouTube. That's it for tonight. Thank you for joining with us. Jangan lupa untuk selalu mencuci tangan, menjaga jarak, dan memakai masker. See you next week.